Now, the U.S. says talks to move forward to a second phase of the Gaza ceasefire are on track following an impasse that Israeli and Hamas officials say has been resolved. More than 600 Palestinian prisoners were supposed to be freed last Saturday to cap off the first phase of the truce deal. But Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu delayed the move in protest of Hamas hostage handover ceremonies. Israel has now agreed to release the prisoners in exchange for the bodies of 4 Israeli hostages held by Hamas. And for more, we're now joined by Giles Gibson live from Tel Aviv. Giles, what more do we know about negotiations to secure this second phase of the ceasefire?
Well, at this stage, we don't even have any official confirmation that those talks about moving on to stage 2 have even begun. They were supposed to begin several weeks ago. We have been hearing from Steve Witkoff, the US Special Envoy to the Middle East, telling an event in the US that an Israeli delegation could travel to either Cairo or Doha over the next few days or so. There are also some reports that he actually delayed a trip that was supposed to happen today, pushing that trip back, we believe, several days. So potentially we could see the US Special Envoy to the Middle East traveling to the region on Sunday. It looks like as we get closer and closer to the deadline of phase 1 expiring, that the most likely scenario is that phase 1 will simply be extended so the two sides can have some more time to negotiate the really complicated issues that are found in phase 2 of this deal. And as you mentioned, at least in the short term, there has been an immediate crisis averted by the fact that both Israel and Hamas have now made this deal to release 4 bodies of former Israeli hostages and also 4 Palestinian prisoners to be released in exchange.
Meanwhile, Giles, we know that the situation in the West Bank also causing more international alarm. What's the latest there?
Yeah, alarm especially about the fact that there are bulldozers being used by Israeli forces to clear areas of a refugee camp in Jenin. This is in the northern part of the West Bank. Around about 40,000 Palestinians displaced from areas around about Jenin since the start of expanded military operations by the Israeli Defense Forces in the middle of January. The Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz really not putting any sort of a specific time frame on this, saying that those forces could be staying there in that area around Jenin for a prolonged period of time. Now, ever since these operations began just over a month ago, Israel has been insisting that it is all about cracking down on terror groups in those areas, that it's an anti-terror operation. But at the same time, we're hearing from Palestinians in that area saying that they believe that this is a repeat of tactics that have been playing out inside Gaza during the ongoing conflict there. They're saying that this is in effect an effort by the Israeli military to permanently displace families from those areas who've been living in those areas for many decades.
Giles Gibson there reporting live from Tel Aviv. Thank you.